Aries, welcome to the mid-month projection. This is for Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, Mars, whatever you are looking at. See what governs it and see what the story marries as a whole. This is supposed to be fun and it's supposed to be insightful. And if something resonates, that is awesome. You can let me know in the comments. You can reach out in personal messages. You can also book your own personal reading. And if something does not resonate, you can either let it fall away, ask for clarification, or book your own personal reading. Everything is welcome and acceptable, and thank you for stopping by. So, where are we going to well, first, let's see. We are going to start off with moving my cup of water. Sorry. We're going to start off with archetypes. Probably going to be a constant, but again, make sure you check your sun, your moon, your rise, every part of your astrological sign. I mean, it's fun. I have 4 Virgos in my chart. I am one of the most analytical people you'll ever, well, come across. Well, at least I think I am. I don't know why I said that. I have to analyze it now. See what I mean? This is where we're at. Okay, so what are we looking at for mid-January 2019 toward the end of the month? And even after that, wherever this resonates for you. So, okay. We'll see. Dawn 1. All right, don't get hooked on the names. This has names like prostitute, martyr, all those things. It's just a title blanket, or a blanket title. But, okay. It's about what's underneath. And also I'm going to speak to what to be mindful of, and that's not accusing you of anything, but it's just something to keep in mind as we navigate through this. So, what came out? Again, this is archetype cards from Caroline Mize. There's 80 cards in here, and it has replacement cards, which are blank, which I have separated because they kept getting shuffled in. So and then people would get a blank card. How do you even move with that one? We have Mother, Mediator, Don Juan. I always go to Gerard Butler and Phantom of the Opera singing that Don Juan song. I absolutely love that movie, and the soundtrack to it is amazing. Then we have Gambler, and then we have Knight. So those are the titles, and what is underneath is nurturance, patience, unconditional love, and joy in giving birth to life. This is the new phase that you are embarking on, and being completely compassionate with yourself and others. Yeah, this is rough, all right? People have been going through a wave of purges. It has not been easy, to say the least. And really, if you have to step away from something, this is really just allowing yourself to be okay and doing it at this moment in time. So a gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. So being unbiased, listening, seeing what is actually lying underneath, and then moving forward with that. So then we have Don Juan, spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. What are some highlights of yourself? What do you see as to be a strength of yours? A natural strength, and then building on that. Even if it's something that doesn't, okay, if it's something that you love about yourself, but you have to really work at it in order for it to be a strength, then that's kind of the same thing as a natural ability. I hope that made sense. So where others see risk and almost set failure, you see opportunity. You see opportunity for greatness, and it really takes the cap off of an end result. It takes off the cap to how great you can be. There is no end of the road in this for you. This is longevity in motion, and this is talking about your path, your mission, something that really brings you to life. And it's, I feel like, work related. Career, entrepreneurship, all those things are coming into play right now. Then we have loyalty, romance, chivalry, and love of honor. This is you acting through the heart. The heart is what makes the decision, and it's the mind that creates the pathway for it. So get into a quiet spot if you can, or if you've already been there. Think about what makes you come alive. Something that is in your power, that you can really hone in yourself. Something that no one can take away from you. and build on that, nurture that, foster that, and build everything. Well, if not, okay. Make that one of your successes. This is your baby in this new chapter in life. A lot of us are walking away from the concept of, you know, living vicariously through interpersonal relationships, whether it's platonic or romantic or family. It is stepping away from living vicariously through them. You are not identified by a relationship. You're identified by character, integrity, all those things, and your legacy that you leave behind. And it is not a cautionary tale. So of course you're going to have bumps and bruises along the way. Forgive yourself for those, because these are things that you are healing right now. Things that you probably thought you pushed away for the longest time. Aries. I feel like I have to repeat that this is for Aries. Sun, moon, rise, Venus, whatever. But be compassionate with yourself. All right. And again, the shadow attributes of this is to be mindful of, not accusing you of anything. All right, alliance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusion. All right, relying on luck rather than hard work, using power of romantic attraction for private agendas, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, personally or professionally, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. That's another thing that came up in the personal projection tonight. You know, I saw this person who had wrote 2 rules for success. And the first rule was you never give away all your secrets, and that was the only rule. So what you teach and the people that spring from that, the situations that spring from that, that's all your legacy. So you better damn well put all your heart into it, because it mirrors back to everything that you are. If they fall or the situation fails, then that's a reflection on you. And also it takes away from your credibility. There's more than enough to go around. And again, I'm not accusing you of doing that. This is just something to be mindful of as your greatness unfolds, which it is unfolding. Let's be fair here. So you are wonderful, but it's not at the detriment of others. So again, just don't break a person down to make yourself big. There is a huge platform to build on. There's enough space for everyone. Let's see where we are going to next. I want Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette Baron-Reid. Oh, it's kind of shiny, and it's upside down. I couldn't have screwed that up more. Sorry. All right, Aries, be kind. Well, forgive me at least. The transition phase is standing out to me. Well, it's not transition phase. It's between worlds. Let's see. Now, if something comes out upside down, it's not something to be afraid of. It's how the story marries as a whole. So it actually, forward momentum. All right, it's how the story marries as a whole. So it could actually be better either way. I don't know. Just let's see what comes up. All right. Okay. I like it. Between worlds, change in the wind, yang, and flexible. So you know what you want, you know what your expectations are, and you know that you're in the gray area where you have to be black and white. This works, this doesn't work, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. And you are constantly at a fork in the road, but you are not hesitating in making decisions anymore. You're being flexible with, you know, other people's paths and how that's compatible to yours, but you're hitting the ground running. It's like a passion has been reignited in your life. There is a change going on and you're not resisting anymore, which I think is such an important keynote for you. Congratulations on that. It is a hard thing to actually get to that point, but once you get there, it's like a new freedom. And this is, again, for the mid-month of January moving forward. So, yeah, you know that you're almost at the end of this transition into this new chapter or book of your life. And facing shadow parts of yourself that normally would hold you back and being fearless in doing it. It doesn't mean that you're not scared. It just means that you are brave in facing it and not letting it control or have that power over you anymore. And again, the momentum in this, it is very assertive energy behind it. Owning your power, owning your flexibility, and knowing when not to break. There is flexibility, there is extension, but not overly. You are almost to, well, the finish line of the gray area. This is what came out. Oh, sorry. And between the worlds. So, awesome. Congratulations. And let me know in the comments, you know, what are you morphing into? I think it's awesome. I'm all for change. And I love, love, love that you're not letting fear or, you know, shadow parts of yourself hold you in the place anymore. There's no growth there. You just become stagnant, and you're so much better than that. All right, ask your guides. Let's see what's up with that. This is Sonia Chiquette. Again, if I'm pronouncing any names wrong, I'm so sorry. All right, unconditional love stood out, and intuition. I was talking with one of my friends earlier. I gave him his own personal projection, because I do that, and it was his clairvoyance being drop-kicked open, and you know, the fear behind it, because it would alter, you know, the work that they do, but the whole thing behind it was it would enhance everything. So it was basically something to be mindful of and not to hold back when those instances come about. You know, don't focus on them, wait for it to come about, because when it is time, and there's no way around it. Besides, you signed up for it anyways. So, a lot of ask your guide cards. Let's see what's up. You have unconditional love. A lot of reconciliations. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. This can be family, friends, lovers, whatever the connection is. But there's a lot of reconnecting, reconciling, and letting bygones be bygones. Just putting your heart out there and trusting that it's not going to be hurt this time, that this is a mutual connection here. And now it might even just be for closure and to pull those cords, but it is a huge freedom coming about from this. And I'm going to read. All right, we have intuition, epiphany, judgment, loss, appreciation, and compromise. So what I'm getting from this is, oh goodness. What is coming in? You know exactly who's coming in. You're not sure how. And this is a time where the scales get balanced. This is going to be a judgment-free time. It's not going to be easy in communication, but you're going to listen with an open heart and trust that what is listening and what is coming to the table is not going to be run away from, that there's nothing about you that is scary enough to be run away from, and that you are accepting because you are accepting of yourself, and they see your confidence in yourself, and you're no longer compromising your integrity and your character to fit some sort of mold. We're breaking all these molds now. I mean, there is no one way to be anymore. Those days are over. I know how silly this sounds, but we're coming into the age of Aquarius, where there's huge manifestation, huge personal realizations, and just really living in your unique authenticity. So this is what came out. Everything that you even find unlovable about yourself is lovable. And the right people would never break that down. But, you know, this is not anything that is a downfall of yours, like nothing that is hurtful of you, to you, or others. I want to say the word detrimental again, but, you know, you're completely lovable, even with all your faults, because you're a constant work in progress, making the best version of yourself, not a B version of someone else that you admire. You are you. Own that. Let's look at love. This is for single and looking, reconciliations, and already established partnerships. So let's see what love wants to tell us. And don't forget, check out your other signs too, because the story of Aries as a whole. All right. someone from your past is returning to your life, and it's probably, it comes to mind immediately because you've been seeing the signs and synchronicities, you've been seeing names or dreaming of them. All these things happen, and you all know there are really no exceptions. If you don't remember your dreams, that's one thing, but you know, pay attention to what is happening in your dreams. When you wake up, write down any keynotes. I didn't have pen and paper by me the other day, and I actually had to make little audios about it. I know, but it's a thing, which, you know, give it a shot. It's actually really cool to see your mind unfolding. I have been analyzing dreams for a long time, and I live with people who do it too, and it's just, you really see the storyline. All right, well, anyway, back to the reading. You have attraction, reconciliation. Free yourself. You are not bound by anything. Stay optimistic about your love life. Let your friends help you, which that card always makes me think, you know, signs, synchronicities, your guardian angels, spirit guides, what have you, signs, you know. You have been getting all that, and you've already come across this person. This is someone who mirrors you more than you even can realize right now, because you guys have been in separation. This is someone who's crossed your path. Maybe you didn't see him as potential partnership beforehand, but damn well, it is a new level of attraction at this point. So this is you staying in control, freeing yourself of any expectations, any demands, and having to be a character that you think a person would want you to be in order to be attractive. No. Again, you are lovable in yourself as it is. So get out of your own way. Keep doing you. Keep doing things that make you expand as a person, mind, body, and spirit. Do the things that bring you joy, because this is what is going to make you even more lovable and embracing in this. So stay optimistic, and if this is about reconciliation, well, reconciliation is coming, and you know exactly where it's coming from. You just don't know how. It's going to be from potentially really weird sources, either smoke signals, or someone's popping up on your YouTube live, or someone's sending you this email, or, you know, just any way that a person can communicate. So be open. Don't come to the table ready for a fight. Free yourself free them too of having to reconnect at the same level that the relationship ended with the time beforehand. There's been so much mental, emotional, and spiritual progress in both of you. You guys might as well be new people. And again, they're getting the same signs and synchronicities that you are. So stay optimistic. Know that in timing, this is going to be something that connects. Take your focus off it. Know that it is coming, and go do the work that you know you have to do for the day. And if this is talking about already established partnerships, then this is talking about coming back together. It's like there's a oval wave, and you guys, you know, put in that emotional separation, and you guys come back around. It's a constant cycle in this relationship. So this is saying break that cycle, and know that this person is not running away from you. No one is ever running away from anyone. You either break up or you stay together. You guys were never apart. The attraction was always there. It's just, you know, there had to be that sense of individuality in this. So stay optimistic and listen to all those little bits of inspiration that pop up for you. So I hope that it made sense. Aries, I will see you for the February projections, and until then, stay safe, have fun. I'll talk to you all soon. Reach out, and if you want to book your own personal reading or for clarification, what have you, I'll talk to you soon.